Hello, and welcome back to Satisfactory 1.0. My name is Jackblade, and today we will be looking at a new meta for the early game, and also, surprisingly, for the early end game. Huh? So, what is it we're talking about? Is it something to do with the factory sprawling in front of you? No. This is the starter factory that I've built to rack up all the parts we need to build the big, real first factory we're building. Instead, what we're talking about is doggos. So what does these adorable little idiots have to do with the new meta? As we all know, they do collect materials, but as you might have seen in a very recent Total Eclipse video, they also give us items that are a lot more valuable in the MAM than they used to. And these come in at random intervals that have been shortened, by the way. And now we can get incredibly valuable items such as turbo motors and cooling systems. And for the keen-eared there, the turbo motors are worth about 240,000 points in the awesome sync. See where I'm going with this? The meta is to get tickets. The doggos are your key to early game ticket heaven. And that happens passively. Remember, the old meta has been, let's go find all the things by the crashed pods, like the computers, the modular frames, all of the stuff there, and then go sync that, and use that to then build your ticket amount to the point where you can unlock all the stuff that you want. But if we look over here, you will see that I have gotten, I don't have anything there right now. But essentially, I have already started unlocking a bunch of stuff in the MAM. In, foundations, I've started unlocking stuff. I haven't used any of that stuff to think. I have basically used doggos to get all the stuff that I've wanted. And that is essentially what we'll be looking at today. Where do you find the doggos? How do you tame them? How do you keep them safe so that you don't lose them? Because that did happen on stream yesterday, and I have managed to get them back using Satisfactory Calculator. But we'll go through all of that in today's episode. So let's head into it. Okay, so for new players, you may not know, you've probably started in the grassy fields, you've probably started in this area, right? And to make it easy, because this area is somewhat safe, you can find 5 doggos starting here. And they are located in these positions on the map. And I'm gonna be here so you can screenshot this for your own use. And I will hide the camera here for a second. Oop. Alright. So you can find the doggos in these locations, but there is the holy grail of doggo, which is the Doggo Cave on the Golden Coast. And that is where I am heading right now, because I need more doggos for what we're gonna do in this video. We are here! And as you can see, I have one doggo. It's here. And this name is incredibly on the nose there, don't you think? Well, what I have done, I found them here. I'm gonna go into fly mode here a little bit. So, as you can see, there's a little bit of a nest here. I will show you on the map in a second. But essentially, anywhere you can see, nature, up there is a chance to be doggo. And what we kind of want to do is safely get them to where we are going, taking them. We want to kind of collect the doggos. So let's go. Hey, doggo. Hello. Follow me. As you can see, they have a little bit of a problem. They kind of get glitched into stuff. But if you just help them out a little bit, they will follow you as long as they have line of sight on you. And I will show you how to tame them in a second as well. But yeah, I will basically lead it out of the cave, like so. And when you get outside, like instead of taking them one by one to back to base, what you can do, like see, here is not safe. There we go. Follow me, doggo. I will keep you safe. I have killed everything that has gotten in my way when it comes to these doggos. Because if something kills my doggo, I will turn this into a John Wick game. I can tell you that much. But yeah, now we're outside. So what I'm going to do here is just go ahead and I'm gonna make a little bit of a pen. And then I just need a 2 meter. They have a 1 meter step up happening. So if it's 1 meter, they can just teleport to the top of whatever it is. But otherwise, they are fine. So I just say, hello, come with me here. Yeah, follow me. Come in. And when I'm in here, ta-da, I can just place down. And now I have a little bit of a safety pen. There has to be foundations covering the floor, otherwise they risk falling through the ground. And now that I have this, I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna find more doggos. And I'm gonna show you guys exactly how to tame them. Okay, so we're gonna tame a dog, but first let me show you. Doggo is here. I don't know why it has done this. This one can go away. I don't know why it's marked them green the way it has. But essentially, here is the cave entrance. It's on the Golden Coast. You can see exactly what it looks like. Alright, you can come in from any which location here. And I have my doggo in here. Now I'm gonna go and find more. So essentially, going in, and I am just going to like climb my way up to the next location up there. Alright, so number one, make sure that you split out by right click and drag, split out a single berry in your inventory. And if we look over here in this area, we just came over, there should be a doggo around here somewhere. There we go. There's a doggo. Now I pull this out on the ground and I stand still, don't move anything. They eat it, and now they're tamed. Ta-da! And here we got Jack is dumb. Yeah. Ta-da! What we're going to do now, because there's more doggos up here. This is like the Doggo Central. We're going to get as many of them as we possibly can, and hopefully I will go home with 5 or more doggos. In this same place, where you find that doggo, you will have the helmet collectible, the B374 helmet, along with a bunch of valuable stuff that you can pick up, and motors and copper sheets and steel beams and like all that kind of stuff. More doggos. Let's go collect them all. All right, 5 doggos, and we have the 5th one in a cave. We have like and subscribe. We have Jack is dum-dum. Another one. And I need a name. So naming privileges right now is in the stream. Might be that I make it so that I will rename them after like channel members and Patreons. So if you head on over to YouTube or Patreon and become a channel member or a Patreon, I will instantly rename one of the lizards into one of my Patreons. And you can be a lizard in my Let's Play. And be part of it. And you will definitely be a part of it for a long time. So, now we're going home. And to do this, they need to have line of sight on you, like I said before. And you basically walk. If you run, you leave them in the dust, especially if you have the Blade Runners. And for a while, they will try to catch up with you. But if you run too far, if I go like this, and I go like, okay, let's go, they will just go like, okay, I'm done, and just chill. So then you just go up to them again and go like, hey, I'm here. You can see me. Hello, hello. Hey, everyone. Now follow me. Once they have line of sight on you again, they will follow you. So you will need to take it slow and walk back, nice and easy. Just make sure that you don't get them killed. And the easiest way to solve that is to just nice and slow walk home, and on your way to the lizard, like clear, like walk in between on the map. Because I know I'm going to walk them all the way down. I know I'm going to walk them all the way down here, underneath here, or technically not underneath. I'm gonna, like, it is underneath, but yeah. And I'm gonna go down here, then I'm going to go over here, and over to my base. So I have basically walked, and I've cleared, and I've killed every living thing that might threaten my doggos that entire way. So that I don't risk running into an alpha hog or a plasma spitter or something like that. That can harm my doggos, because they can't defend themselves, and they're just like happy you're there and don't give a crap that they're about to get killed. So be careful with that. Same thing with heights. They have a tendency to fall off high places. Take care of your doggos. So we'll basically see each other when I'm back to base. Alright, we are back, and we have 5 doggos and 5 doggos. And these doggos are named, I hate naming things, or hate naming things, which is Jakobski in the chat. I asked him for a name, and he said I hate naming things, and the perfect name, and I named him that. Mizu, which was my first dog that I owned myself. Picky Eater, named by Let's Build. Sweets, named by Empress, and then Empress gave me the idea to try out this meta in the first place. So, the first doggo I tamed at all is called Empress Victory. And basically what I just need to do now is get them safely into the pen. So let's try and get our doggos to move over. Hey, can you guys come over here? Yeah. And build that here. And I will just walk you guys down into the pen. Hello. And then remove this. Boom. We have 10 doggos. So what is the next test? Or next part? It is testing. We need to see what we can get. How viable is this? How big is the stonks? If one can be so memeish about it. So, let me just set up what we need to set up. Alright, so we have set up. All our 10 doggos are here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 doggos. And I've set this up specifically because these little buggers can give you nuclear waste and uranium. And I don't want to die. So what you do is you stand close to this when you interact with the doggos. And if they give you that, you take it and you put it immediately into the container here, and it will just go off on a belt down there and not hurt you. So that's how you survive that part, so be aware of that. But for now, I'm going to go for an hour, and every 5 minutes, I've set a timer on my phone, and every 5 minutes it goes off, and I will check the doggos, and after an hour, I will see how much have we got them. And to be clear, that is 12 instances of checking their inventory. So we'll see. What is the gains? What is the stonks of the doggos? Alright, so we're back. It's been an hour. I've checked. This is our gains. This is everything that would give us more than 1,000 points per item. Some of them are a lot more, some of them are close to 1,000. Either way, it's a lot. These each gives us 1,000 points exactly, so that's the limit. These are really valuable. That's 15 power shards out of that, those 3 purple power slugs. And then a ton of stuff that we can use to unlock stuff in the man, for example, or just sink or use in our base building, or whatever we want to do with it. Either way, that's a really good haul for an hour. And I want to go see how much we get out of this in our awesome sink. So right now in our awesome sink we have 15 printable coupons. Next needs 9,737. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to shove everything in that can get synced, including making these into DNA capsules, and I will see how much tickets we got. And remember, this is passive. Like, for that hour, I could have been building, and just every time I walked past them, I could have gone up and said, hey, you got something for me? And I just pick up stuff. And I didn't get the biggest things on this. I did not get any cooling systems. I didn't get any nuclear nobelisks, and I did not get any turbo motors. So this isn't the most gain you can have from the Doggos. I would consider this a pretty bad luck hour compared to what I have gotten before. So let's see what the thinking gives us. All right, we're back. And what we've gotten is 27 coupons. That is a pretty good haul. That's 12 new coupons. And remember, I've already gotten like 100, 150 coupons out of the Doggos. So this is like with that extra added cost. So yeah, that's essentially it. And basically, the Doggo meta, when, like, if with these tests and everything in mind, when are they relevant? I would consider them for tickets, for the coupons, very relevant early on. Like, we're looking at the first maybe 10 hours of the game. And then you are looking at them being super relevant again in the early end game, specifically because of the demand of turbo motors for your Mark III miners. See there? So if you at a certain point just go like, okay, I'm not getting that many points anymore from these, like what I'm getting from the computers when I'm syncing and stuff like that, like per minute is so much more that like this does nothing. Stop syncing it. Just keep the most valuable stuff, like the turbo motors, the cooling systems, the really end game, like the tier 7, 8, and 9 stuff. Keep that. So that when you hit that point, you already have all the materials you need to switch out a bunch of your miners into Mark III miners, to upgrade a bunch of your Mark IV belts to Mark V belts, right? That kind of stuff. That's where these are really, really good for the end game. The early end game specifically, before you're producing aluminium stuff, before you're producing your turbo motors and radio control units, all that kind of stuff. Then those Doggos come in clutch. And I would recommend having at least 5. 10, even better. If you go above 10, go right ahead. I don't necessarily think that's like... There is like level of diminishing returns here, right? Because of the distance you have to travel and the dangers you have to go through and everything. But like, if you spend, say, the first, like, while stuff is building up in your, like, you make a bunch of concrete and stacking that up, go explore. Part of that exploration, get any Doggo you find back to your base, and keep doing that for the first, like, 3 or 4 hours, and just keep picking up all their stuff, sinking all the valuable stuff, keeping the rest, so that you can build easier. That's the Doggo meta for you guys. So, if you really enjoy this video, like and subscribe and like do all the things, and there's like things here. Sign up to become a YouTube member, and I would rename a Lizard Doggo in your name. I will be streaming and stuff. You can find my stream schedule in the channel trailer on my channel, so you can find out when I am going live, but it's basically Tuesdays, Fridays, Sundays, somewhere in the afternoon for me. And then we are, like, just keep an eye on it. Schedule is in the Discord as well. And then we are basically going to do the Let's Play. It's happening in the same world that you just saw in the video, and I'm a little bit ahead, but essentially after like this week, we're going to be going into the regular like format that I did for the beginner's guide in update 8. So we're heading back into the normal format, and I really, really hope that you guys are hyped as much as I am for seeing how far we can go with this. I'll see you in the next video. Have a really good one, everyone. Bye!